Hello my Morbid children, and welcome to another book talk episode with me. We are in a new background. I kind of dig it. I like the candle and I feel a little more personal, like we're kind of like chit-chatting a little bit. So I like it. Hopefully it's the permanent background. And today we are going to be talking about BLOODS. I don't have an actual copy with me, but this is the book. It's written by CRUZ. I lent it out a long time ago to a friend, and they just never gave it back. Which you know how that goes. It just kind of sucks, and I have to repurchase it. But I found it online, so I reread it there. So I reread it because I feel like this book is really underrated. It just kind of went hush hush under the radar and stuff, and a lot of people I feel like don't even really like this book, and I don't understand why. So I reread it to see if I still liked it, and guys, I still like this book. So we are going to be reviewing it today. I want to give a spoiler-free overview of the book, and then we'll get into the actual book talk. So basically this book revolves around 3 girls. They all live in New York City's elite Manhattan type of, that type of New York, very gossip girly, and it revolves around these 3 main characters in their own point of views. It's written in that way. They are all vampires mixed in with like rich and famous, and but they're vampires. And one night some girl just ends up dead at this nightclub, and that's kind of where the story takes off. So they kind of have to figure out what's going on, because they are at the top of the food chain. They are vampires. What could possibly be coming after them, kind of thing. So that is the book. That's basically all that happens. I mean, all that really this book is about. So I suggest this book to really anyone. Mostly though, I feel like it's directed for teens and young adults. I read this when I was a teen, back when vampires were really big and Gossip Girl was really big. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into the spoiler talk, book talk part of the video. So if you guys have not already read this, go ahead and read it and come back and we will chat. So I already mentioned you guys that the story revolves around the 3 girls, Skylar, Bliss, and Mimi. So I really enjoyed Skylar the most. I thought she was the most relatable out of all that, and that's kind of a stretch because they're rich, they're beautiful. I don't know, they're in high school. I don't know, it's kind of a stretch, but she was the most relatable to me. She was my favorite in this book because there are more books in the series, you guys know, and that tends to change, but in this one she is my favorite. And I like her as the outcast, but she's still really pretty, and she has her best friend, which is Oliver, which I always picked whenever he comes up in the book and I see his name. I always picture Logan Lerman for some reason. He's just so cute, and I love their relationship. They are besties, best friends, longtime best friends, and he's also her conduit, which kind of sucks because I feel like that just automatically puts you in that weird friend zone, which I just want so much more for their relationship. I want them to be something. I think they're so cute. They got already the relationship going. They just need to take it there, and I love them. So Skylar, she also, her mom's in a coma. Don't really know why. So she's also really beautiful, and in this coma, which to me is just bruh, you're in a coma and you still managed to be so pretty. What the heck? So that's her. Then there's also her grandmother, which is kind of she's kind of a bit I don't know. I feel like she needs to take a chill pill sometimes, just chill out, grandma. And then I think that's really it for her. She doesn't really have a father, which we're kind of what? Where's her daddy and kind of thing? Where's her dad? And that's it. Then we move on to Mimi, which I have a love-hate. I love a good bitchy character. I do. Blair Waldorf, point A. Yes, I love her. But she also got this in this book, I just don't really like her that much in this book. So I think she has potential, but not in this one. I don't like her that much. Then she also has her twin brother, Jack, which you guys, wink wink, raising of the eyebrows. Her brother, oh god. Her and her brother are like a thing. They don't really do anything with it, which I'm so glad that they don't. But that was so like weird to think about. Like it make me gag a little bit. But that's just the way it is in their vampire lore. But that is basically the lore behind, you know, that's their history, their background as vampires. They are like angelic beings before. They were cast out of heaven, and that's why they are vampires forever, like to walk the earth, you know, as these beings, and they have to find some kind of way of getting back to heaven, which I totally get, I totally buy. I think it's so original. I really love the whole vampire background to them. It was really cool. Except for that sibling thing, it's a little bit weird, but you know, that's just the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as Jim Carrey once said.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Then we also have, aside from Mimi and Jack, which, I mean, like I said, they don't really even go that deep into it, there is Jack and Skylar, which I don't like at all. Their relationship, he's kind of just there to really believe, he's the one that gives Skylar that push, you know, he's the only one that really believes that these things are back, which are the Crotons. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, he's the one that goes along with it and helps her out, helps her figure out what these things are, why they're doing these things, who they are, like why they're here, kind of all this stuff, all that jazz. And it felt really insta-lovey, especially because of the fact that he used to have a thing for Skylar's mom. This book is just so weird with the relationships and like the things, like I would never do that. Oh, that's so weird. And so yeah, he used to have a thing for her mom, but Skylar doesn't really have a past. She doesn't really have, this is her first cycle in life, so no one really knows what's going on because she's kind of, I guess she's kind of a half-bred vampire, no? So she doesn't have a past really, and he remembers Skylar's mom, and then he kind of just ends up like actually kind of digging her. So I don't know. And their romance, their vibe, their relationship is just so kind of even insta-lovey for me. I don't buy it at all. He doesn't have that much personality to him anyways. He's just kind of broody in there. He's kind of like, whatever, I'm in this world, let's just get through it kind of thing. So not for me. And there's Bliss, which she is probably my second favorite. Okay, maybe not second favorite. She's my third favorite, because at least Mimi gets an actual character. She gets her an actual personality, right? Bliss is kind of, she does have her personality, but she's kind of just the girl who transferred, the girl that's kind of a little bit lost and needs some guidance. And that is, Mimi is her guidance, but she's also a bit of an outcast, so that's why she kind of likes, you know, Skylar and Oliver also, so she kind of flip-flops there. She also digs Dylan, which is the new boy, the guy that's been kicked out of so many schools before. That is him, and they kind of link up together, which I find them very cute. I approve of them. They're adorable. And Bliss gets a lot of like blackouts and stuff, which is kind of a little iffy, but it's like that's their vampire transition. That's what they go through. So that's just their thing. That's just what they do. So this world, like, I feel like a lot of people don't like it because it kind of just dips your feet in barely into the story and like their world. So I feel like for that reason people don't really like this book a lot, but I think it does a well introduction, and like introduction enough to get you hooked and wanting more, because I wanted more after I read this. The threat and the plot was just really, it was simple enough, but the threat was real and it was there. And I just totally enjoyed this book for that reason. So I'm going to give this book a 5 out of 5. I'm very generous. I'm generous AF. But it really just did everything for me. I had characters that I enjoyed. It had a plot. It had a real threat. The story was good. It was fast-paced and moving, you guys. That was the one thing that I also really loved about her writing. that it just moved along. Like, it had events in each chapter that just kept the story moving, and I enjoyed that wholeheartedly. I really dug it. So for that reason, 5 out of 5 stars. And I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I really like this book. So that is it for the review and the book talk, you guys. Leave me a comment down below saying what you think and stuff. Leave a like if you like this book and all that jazz. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you have a good writing week, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.